class. How are you today? I hope you're doing great. Today, we are going to discuss a new lesson. But before that, let us know the lesson objectives that we need to achieve after this lesson. First, identify the communicative styles used in the given situations. Second, employ the usage of communication styles in various situations. And third, write a conversation using the communicative styles. Okay? I hope that you're all ready to learn. So let's get started. Communication styles pertain to different approaches in expressing our thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and portray how a language is characterized in terms of degree of formality. Whenever we communicate our thoughts, feelings, and opinions, we need to consider our approach or our way of talking. For example, you meet our principal while he is in a ceremony. Do you think it's appropriate to say, "Hey principal, long time no see," or "Hey principal, what you doing?" Obviously, that is not right. You need to show some respect by means of considering formality. Another, you are talking to your friends. Okay? Do you think it sounds appropriate to say, "Hello, Mr. Rivera and Miss Texon, my dear friends? How are you today?" Well, it seems nice, but it is not actually appropriate to talk with your friends like that. So again, consider the situations where you are in and the person whom you are talking with. Am I understood? I hope so. So under communicative styles, we have 5 types. These are: first, casual; second, consultative; third, formal; fourth, intimate; and fifth, frozen. One by one, let's get into it. Let's have the first one, casual. This is an informal language used by friends and peers. So, whenever we communicate to our friends or peers, we use casual. For example, everyday conversation with buddies or friends, a personal message or email, blogs or vlogs, tweets, letters to friends, and phone calls. In these situations, we usually use informal language like "what's up?" I don't know, "I wanna," and the likes to make it personal. For example, talking to our friend, "What's up, April? How are you to find out?" Talking to your barkada, "Hey dude, long time no see." Okay? Let's have the second, consultative. This is used in semi-formal communication. It usually happens in two-way participation. Whenever we communicate for consultation, we use semi-formal. For examples, doctor-patient, expert-apprentice, lawyer-client, counselor-client, teacher-student, and even group discussion. In these situations, we use semi-formal communication because we need to consider that we don't know much about the person whom we are talking with. For example, "Hello doc, how's my condition?" So that's an example of consultation. Let's have the third, formal. This is a straightforward speech. It is used in speaking to large groups and is impersonal in nature. Whenever we are in a formal event or situation, of course, we need to use formal communication. For examples, corporate meeting, speeches, school lessons, interview, Sonia or State of the Nation address, welcome address, announcement, orations, scholarly books and articles, research papers and technical reports. In these situations, we use formal communication or language because it is meant to be serious or professional in manner. Example, hello Mr. Montano, how are you today? So that is formal. Let's have the fourth, frozen. This style of communication rarely or never changes. It is frozen in time and content. This kind of communication rarely or never changes. Examples, the Pledge of Allegiance, prayers, the preamble of the Constitution, the alma mater song, a biographic reference, and laws. Obviously, we do not change singing our national anthem, Rosario hymn, and the likes. On the other hand, there are some exemptions like prayers because you can actually use your own prayer, right? Next we have intimate. Its style is applied to conversational experiences between and or among people who share intimate relationships. This kind of communication is applicable to those with intimate relationship. Examples, sharing of secrets between or among friends, parents talking about their family goals. So if you are talking with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you usually use intimate or sweet dialogue. For example, hello mahal, I miss you so much. So that's the example of intimate. Am I understood? I hope so. So again, we have 5 communication styles. We have casual, consultative, formal, frozen, and the last one is intimate. Okay, so for me to know if you really understand the lesson, let's have an activity entitled Just Dance the Communication Styles. So I'm going to give situations and you are going to identify the appropriate communication style. All you have to do is to demonstrate the dance positions to corresponding communication styles. I know that you're all familiar with these fundamentals of dance positions. Am I right? Okay. So if your answer is casual, do the first position. If your answer is consultative, do the second position. If your answer is formal, do the third position. And if your answer is frozen, do the fourth position. Last, if your answer is intimate, do the fifth position. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Pearly is sour in EPSA, talks to her friends about stitches after work. Again, Pearly is sour in EPSA, talks to her friends about stitches after work. Okay, the answer is casual. Very good. Number 2. Dina, an electrician in Rosario Public Market, attended a meeting with the Rosario public officials and Mayor Walter Caprente. Again, Dina, an electrician in the Rosario Public Market, attended a meeting with the Rosario public officials and Mayor Walter Caprente. Okay, the answer is formal. That's right. Number 3. Sonia, a cook in Chibugan restaurant, consulted a food expert to learn cooking pancit pusit and bibingka Caviteño cuisines. Again, Sonia, a cook in Chibugan restaurant, consulted a food expert to learn cooking pancit pusit and bibingka Caviteño cuisines. So the answer is consultative. That's right. Number 4. Charmin, a receptionist of Mount C Resort, prayed the Lord's Prayer after knowing that their customer had tested positive for COVID-19. Again, Charmin, a receptionist of Mount C Resort, prayed the Lord's Prayer after knowing that their customer had tested positive for COVID-19. So the answer is, that's right, frozen. Number 5. Mr. and Mrs. Lapid, the owner of home-based sales and services, happily talk about their family goals and computer business. Again, Mr. and Mrs. Lapid, the owner of home-based sales and services, happily talked about their family goals and computer business. So the answer is, that's right, intimate. So I hope you fully understand the lesson because we will have quiz time. Are you ready? So please get your quiz notebook. I hope that you fully understand the lesson. So let's start. All you have to do is to identify what is being asked. Illustrate the corresponding COVID-19 prevention symbols associated to communication styles. If your answer is casual, then draw a face mask. If your answer is consultative, draw an alcohol. If your answer is formal, draw a thermal scanner. If your answer is frozen, draw gloves. And if your answer is intimate, draw an injection or vaccine. Okay, let's start. Number 1. This type of communicative style applies in formal language used by friends and peers. Number 2. This type of communicative style uses straightforward formal speeches. Number 3. This type of communicative style applies to conversational experiences between and or among people who share intimate relationships. Number 4. This type of communicative style uses semi-formal communication that usually happens in two-way participation. Number 5. This type of communicative style rarely or never changes. It has a fixed and static language. Are you done? I hope you're done. So let us find out the answers. So again, number 1, this type of communicative style applies in formal language used by friends and peers. The answer is, that's right, casual. Number 2, this kind of communicative style uses straightforward, formal speeches. The answer is, correct, formal. Okay, number 3, this type of communicative style applies to conversational experiences between and or among people who share intimate relationships. The answer is intimate. That's right. Number 4, this type of communicative style uses semi-formal communication that usually happens in two-way participation. The answer is, alright, consultative. That's right. Number 5, this type of communicative style rarely or never changes. It has a fixed and static language. The answer is correct. The answer is frozen. So I hope that you got perfect score. Okay? So now for your assignment, write conversations using communicative styles and answer the following questions. Number 1, why communicative style is important? Number 2, why do we need to apply communicative styles in our life? So, are we clear with our lesson for today? If yes, let's call it a day. Goodbye, class. Have a nice day.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share!